Hello everyone, Lucen Zero here, and I'm about to show you guys everything you need to know to use and abuse with Penny Parker in Marvel Rivals whenever you can. Stick around after the kit breakdown because I'll be mentioning some tips that I know will help improve how you're playing with her. Let's get into it. Starting off, Penny is a Vanguard with 650 base health and a movement speed of 6 meters a second, like most characters. Her primary fire is Web Clusters, which is a projectile that does 15 damage each, adding up to about 45 damage a second when you're landing your shots. Her second ability is Arachnomine, which has 4 charges on a 4-second cooldown each, and they do 100 damage when someone gets close to them. Her next ability is Cyber Shot, which she can use to shoot out and pull herself towards surfaces. She can also stay attached to said surface and kind of dangle or stretch her way back, kind of like it's a rubber band. The farther she gets, though, the slower she is. So it's good to separate yourself when you can if you're trying to move away from it. But you can kind of use it to bounce around, and it's really funny. One of my favorite abilities of her is the Cyber Web Snare, which shoots out a pretty big web with a forgiving hitbox and launches out pretty quick and ensnares enemies, stopping them from moving or using their abilities. This ability has a 3-second cooldown, and the ensnare lasts for about 0.7 seconds. This is a great stopping tool for divers like Iron Fist that are messing up your supports and giving them nightmares. Here's where things get interesting about her webs. All of them give her some passive buffs, being a 25% movement speed buff and 25 healing per second, which, if she's at full health, provides bonus health up to 150. They can also be used to extend the reach of her next and debatably most important ability, the Bionic Spider Nest. The Bionic Spider Nest is a deployable with 350 health and spawns in 2 spider drones every 3 seconds that hunt down people, and they explode for 40 damage each. You should be fearing and respecting them. This nest is your bastion of hunkering down, so you want to be placing this somewhere out of line of sight where you can benefit from both defenses and, if possible, offensive traits. Her ultimate, Spider Sweeper, gives you a burst of movement speed of 70%, as well as a one-time chunk of 450 bonus health. It also gives you the option to do Spider Sweep every second, which does about 60 damage and knocks your enemies up. Simultaneously, you can also place your Arachnomines at a cooldown of 0.7 seconds. The entire time you're running around, you're also placing webs at your feet. Said webs can still heal you, as well as extending the range of your spider nest, allowing your drones to extend their borders and invade your enemies. You want to use this for gaining health to help stall out tough fights, as well as rushing through their tanks to getting into their backline to target out their squishies and kind of burst them down. Penny Parker's team-ups include one with Venom that provides you and Spider-Man the Armor Expulsion ability, which has you spiking up like a big sea urchin, damaging for 50, as well as doing 50 more damage a second for 4 seconds. Nothing crazy, but it does give you 50% damage reduction during its duration. Maybe you can use this to kind of heal yourself against a Thor ult, or maybe Scarlet Witch, but it's probably easier to just hit them with your web snare because it interrupts both their ults and just stops them in their tracks. With Penny, you want to be playing defensively for more drawn-out fights, but usually not dumping out all your resources at once. So try your best to space out your mines so you can have them on a good uptime for sustaining damage against your enemies. You can shoot and throw out these mines almost at the same time. There's a little bit of delay in between, but alternating them gives you a good chunk of damage on someone who's in their range. Helpful straps you want to keep in mind are keeping your nest behind corners and also filling up your health with the webs ahead of time and placing your spider mines in any enemy choke points, just so you can be a little bit more evil. Your cyber webs are also your friends and your enemies' nightmares. They can be used to expand the reach of your nest to kind of like poke out into your enemy's territory / give you more room to be moving around with and gaining your health. It only lets you do, I believe, 3 at a time. However, that is plenty to be able to handle certain maps. You also want to be using your webs when people are low, or if you think they're about to use your defensive abilities, because that'll either stop said abilities or stall them out before they get to use it and heal or get defense or invises or dashes out. You also want to be calling out whenever you do this to your teammates, so that way you guys can all look at the person, shout it out, and take them out together. Penny also is capable of shooting out the flyers in the air like Iron Man and Storm. I wouldn't say that should be your main priority,
But on teams where you don't have a lot of range hit scan, like maybe you have just one Hela or one Punisher, you doing those 15 shots, stacking up to 45 could be the damage that makes a difference between him surviving, running away, get healing, and doing a maximum pulse on you, or him just getting shot out the air immediately and not getting any value at all.
A part I want to add in is that you can destroy and redeploy your spider nest for free as long as it's full health, meaning you're able to place it for a speed boost and alternate it with your spider bond, move much faster to the action than you would be able to otherwise.
Yeah, that's about it for the Penny Parker guy. She's really fun and sustaining tanks that benefits from a lot of planning and teamwork. I say her weaknesses come from when better players know how to take out her nest and getting bursted down before she can really set them up. But she does have a lot of fun utility still, and it's really fun to take out the divers like Iron Fist, Spider Man, and Magic when they're trying to take out your supports and you're just saying no. Thanks you guys again, and tune in for more Marvel Rivals guides from Loose and Zero. Thank you.